Jason Rhoades is getting a solo museum survey. NewTimes.com. Subscribe. Digital/home delivery. Log in. Register now. Help. Homepage. Today's paper. Video. Most popular. Edition. US/global. Search all NewTimes.com. Art design. World. US. NY/region. Business. Technology. Science. Health. Sports. Opinion. Arts, art, design, books, dance, movies, music, television, theater, video, games, events. Style. Travel. Jobs. Real estate. Autos. Sublime jumbles. Reverently reassembled. Jason Rhoades is getting a solo museum survey. Rank alert for the New York Times. Jason Rhoades' 1998 installation The Creation Myth has been painstakingly rebuilt for a survey devoted to the artist at the Institute of Contemporary Art in Philadelphia. By Randy Kennedy. Published, September 13, 2013. Philadelphia. Since the death of the Los Angeles artist Jason Rhoades in 2006 from an accidental drug overdose and heart disease at 41, his exuberant life has always threatened to overshadow his short career. But Rhoades, a canny student of pop culture, seemed to have anticipated that idea almost from the beginning. Connect with us on Twitter. Follow @NewTimesArts for arts and entertainment news. Arts Twitter list, critics, reporters and editors. The sortable calendar of noteworthy cultural events in the New York region, selected by Times critics. Go to event listings. Enlarge this image. Rank alert for the New York Times. Untitled From My Magna, In Pursuit of My Hermitage. The 2004 installation by Mr. Rhoades that has been reconstituted at the Institute of Contemporary Art in Philadelphia. Enlarge this image. Estate of Jason Rhoades. Mr. Rhoades. His sculpture and writing were as excessively self-referential as a celebrity's Twitter feed. In Volume A, the 1998 book, he arranged information about his art and life into a cross-referenced encyclopedia that includes entries on sheep he raised them as a youth in rural California, the movie Car Wash, he was crazy about it but not quite sure, white cocaine, Bronco V, and Bert, his father's dog, born with an anatomical defect that caused its anus to be almost on its back. In Jason Rhoades, for Rhoades, the first American museum survey of his career, which opens on Wednesday at the Institute of Contemporary Art in Philadelphia, Bert the dog reappears as one of hundreds of biographical references in the creation myth, the room-filling installation that attempts to represent in sculptural form how humanity processes information, forms memories and produces potentially transcendent things like art out of such messy raw material. The piece, never before seen in the United States, stands as a kind of metaphor for the questions the exhibition is asking about Rhoades' work in the absence of its creator. Do the pieces need Jason to be here to animate them? Ingrid Schaffner, the Institute's chief curator, said. Do they stand apart from him and the tragedy of his death? And I think they do. They're powerfully alive. An early practitioner and one of the champions of the form known as scatter art, he made environments composed of Home Depot's worth of off-the-shelf hardware and electronics, eBay salvage, clothes, pieces cannibalized from other artworks and even food, all of which were assembled with painstaking precision. His work has always been better known in Europe than in his native land. But Rhoades' influence, direct or indirect, can be seen in the work of many younger artists in the United States, like Ryan Tricarton, Lizzie Fitch, Dawn Casper and Nick Rottenberg, who grew up with the tangled multiplicities of the internet that Rhoades' early work seemed to prefigure. Writing in 1997 in the New York Times, Roberta Smith said that it was as if Rhoades wanted to give sculptural reality to human thought itself. Yet in the review of an ambitious posthumous exhibition in 2007, she suggested that his pieces were overly dependent on convoluted backstories. On a merely logistical level, showing Rhoades' pieces without his guidance is a thankless task. Unpacking an element for one of the shows for large sculptures recently, a registrar working on the exhibition had what she called a momentary existential crisis after removing protective bubble wrap and seeing that what it was protecting was a ball of bubble wrap marked art. Do not throw away. People say, it looks so chaotic, it just looks like a mess, Ms. Schaffner said. But it's really not. Everything is considered. Everything plays a role. As if to underscore